Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Kathy. I'm going to talk about the police for a minute. I went to court with my daughter yesterday, who is up on some bullshit charges, let me tell you. Last year, she was going through a struggling time. A guy that she was with got her introduced to crack cocaine, and she struggled with that for some time and was easily led astray, as most 20-year-olds are. And she got herself some charges in Ontario. And while out on a bender one night, she was in a car with some friends, not knowing where she's headed, not knowing where she's going. And I think they got pulled over. And when they got pulled over, everybody ran from the car. And when the cops circled around where she was, she ended up walking across the street, not knowing if she was at a light or a stop sign or what she was doing, and the cops' lights came on whoop whoop, and they pulled her over, and she was messed up to the point where she didn't know where she was. She didn't really know who she was. So they pulled her in for jaywalking. They charged her for jaywalking in a province where she's not from. She knows nothing about the laws of this province. It's like going state to state and not knowing each state laws. Same thing between Ontario and Quebec. So they picked her up, charged her with jaywalking, and when they searched her pockets and found a rock in her pocket. Her mama is a rock collector. I've got all kinds of different rocks, like jade rocks, quartz. And this rock here specifically is called a stone cleanser. So you're supposed to put this stone with your other stones, and it cleanses the bad energies out of it. So I gave her this rock to cleanse the bad energies out of her spirit. And when the police found this rock in her pocket, they assumed it was crack. So charged her with having a controlled substance in her pocket. A rock. It's a rock. So they charged her with jaywalking, and they charged her with a rock. But the charges that really stuck were charges that she wasn't supposed to be. She was on a no contact order. She wasn't allowed to leave the province of Ontario. But she didn't know where she was. When you get into a car and you're all messed up, how do you know where you are? So they called her dad, her mom, her grandmother, her grandfather, and it was 2 o'clock in the morning, so nobody picked up their phone. So the cops decided to call her a cab and ship her back to Ontario. She was belligerent. Apparently they didn't want to keep her in a drunk tank. So they take a 20-year-old girl who is at that time she was probably 80 pounds soaking wet, put her in a taxi all by herself, and ship her off to a mission, like a homeless shelter in the city of Ottawa, where there was 3 deaths prior to that from neglect. There was nobody there, and the person died of an overdose outside, sitting in the stairwell or the doorway of this shelter. It's a Salvation Army shelter, I think, in downtown Ottawa. And the police wonder, why do girls go missing? How do so many girls get kidnapped or raped or murdered or like... You wonder why? I can tell you. Because of the stupid shit that the police do when they're not policing. First, you pick a girl up for jaywalking, then you charge her with having, like, a stone in her pocket, and then you leave her stranded in the middle of a city where she knows nobody, can't get in anywhere, and you guys wonder why. Like, if anything would have happened to my daughter, they would have had me to deal with. And I'm not a normal person when it comes to my children. Like, something is loose up there when it comes to me, especially when it comes to my children. Like, So I've been going to court with her, and every time she's like, shh, Mom, stop. I'm like, no, Jade, like, you need to stand up for yourself, because what they did was wrong. It was wrong. It was... How do you justify leaving, like, an 85-pound girl alone, stranded with no money, no phone, no way to get a hold of anybody? Like, it's just... I could rant about it. I really, really could go on and on. But I'm going to end it here. I had to get that off of my chest, because I feel like it's just injustice. Like, how do they feel that that's justified, doing something like that to a small, young girl? And then they wonder why all these other girls go missing and things happen to them. Because you hand them to people on a silver platter. Especially at times of the morning, like 2 o'clock, when predators are out there looking for people. That's all I wanted to say. I had to get it off my chest. Somebody else had to hear that. I know that I'm not the only one that this happens to. I know that there are other people looking for their children, wondering, Jade could have very easily have been a missing person. I'm very thankful that she wasn't. And we fight to tell the tale, I guess, another day. Anyways, like, comment, share out if you want to, and subscribe. And if you are my one hater who hates everything that I put out there, send this video to your hater. And hopefully that's 2 minutes of their life that they'll never get back. Until next time, love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!